My dad works in B2B marketing. He came by my school for career day and said he was a big ROAS man. Then he told everyone how much he loved calculating his return on ad spend. My friends still laugh at me to this day.
Not everyone gets B2B, but with LinkedIn, you'll be able to reach people who do. Get a $100 credit on your next ad campaign. Go to linkedin.com/results to claim your credit. That's linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply. LinkedIn, the place to be, to be.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Fiscally responsible, financial geniuses, monetary magicians. These are things people say about drivers who switch their car insurance to Progressive and save hundreds. Visit progressive.com to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary, not available in all states or situations.
Hello Quizheads, welcome to Takeaway Trivia, episode number 257. I'm Leon, your quizmaster from Hereford, UK, and this is another 4 rounds of pub quiz style trivia straight into your ears. Time codes are in the show notes if you want to skip straight ahead to the questions. But first, a few hellos. Beatrice Baker's been on saying, shout out to my boyfriend Elliot on his birthday. We listen every week on our journey into work and every long car journey. Happy birthday, Elliot. Tom says, shout out for my girlfriend Lisa, who is turning 27 on Valentine's Day. She found your quiz last year and now it's a mainstay on every car journey together. Big love from Tom. Daniel O'Toole says, we've recently moved to Dubai and it would be a great Valentine's present to my wife Laura if you could give us a shout out in the next episode. We'll be playing along sitting in the crazy Dubai traffic as we have been for the last few weeks. Few weeks? Blimey, it's bad enough when traffic jams last an hour, let alone a few weeks. Do you need any food parcels sent to you? Is it like that episode of Doctor Who where they're all stuck in the traffic for like 10 years? What's going on, Dubai? Hello, Daniel. Hello, Laura. Hope you had a great Valentine's stuck in that car there. Hello to Brogan, who says, my grandparents and I have been listening in Australia while they're visiting us. Can you please do a shout out to Pat, Bob, Martine and Brogan on your next quiz? It would mean a lot. Job done, I think. All right, let's move on to the questions then. Coming up this week, a round of Final Fling, and because we've had a lot of clued ups and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s and quiz links lately, I thought let's do something different. We have got Alphabetti Quizetti returning for its first time in 2025. Also returning, its Screenplay. But let's start with your general knowledge. Good luck! Let's get underway then with round 1. It's potluck, it's general knowledge. Question number 1. Who is the author of the Jack Reacher novels? Number 1. Who is the author of the Jack Reacher novels? Number 2, which London borough is home to the Houses of Parliament, St James's Palace and Buckingham Palace? Number 2, which London borough is the home of the Houses of Parliament, St James's Palace and Buckingham Palace? Number 3, are the stripes on the Dutch flag horizontal or vertical? Number 3, are the stripes on the Dutch flag horizontal or vertical? Number 4, which Olympic swimming technique is also the name of an insect? Number 4, which Olympic swimming technique is also the name of an insect? Number 5, what is the largest state in Germany? Question 5. What is the largest state in Germany? Number 6. Which country won the Men's FIFA World Cup for the first time in 2010? Number 6. Which country won the Men's FIFA World Cup for the first time in 2010? Number 7. Which actor plays Q in the Daniel Craig James Bond films? Number 7. Name the actor who plays Q in the Daniel Craig James Bond films. Question 8. Malt whiskey is made primarily from which malted cereal? Number 8. Malt whiskey is made primarily from which malted cereal? Number 9. The actor Ryan Gosling was born in which country? Question 9. The actor Ryan Gosling was born in which country? And number 10. In which country are Kia cars produced? Number 10. In which country are Kia cars produced? That's your 10 questions on general knowledge. I'll have the answers for those after round number 2. But for round number 2, we have something we haven't done for a few months. It's the return of Screenplay. Now, this is a round where I give you a quote from a film, and all you have to do is name the film. Simple as that. Famous quote from a film, or some maybe not so famous, but hopefully have a clue to the identity of that film. 10 of them. I'd say it's about 50-50. Some are modern films, some are classics, although I don't think any. Let's have a quick look through. Oh, there is one 1970s film in there. Let's see how you do. This is the Screenplay round. Quote number 1. Nice and easy to start with, I think. Anyway, you stole my car and you killed my dog. So film number 1, you stole my car and you killed my dog. What film's that from? Film number 2, in the face of overwhelming odds, I'm left with only one option. I'm going to have to science the shit out of this. So number 2, in the face of overwhelming odds, I'm left with only one option. I'm going to have to science the shit out of this. Film 3, the best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy. So a quote from a film, what is the film? Number 3, the best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy. Film number 4, now I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s. Film number 4, now I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s. Film number 5, I don't know how to stop anxiety. Maybe we can't. Maybe this is what happens when you grow up. You feel less joy. Film number 5, I don't know how to stop anxiety. Maybe we can't. Maybe this is just what happens when you grow up. You know, you feel less joy. Film number 6, I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. I'm very important. I have many leather-bound books and my apartment smells of rich mahogany. Film number 6. I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. I'm very important. I have many leather-bound books and my apartment smells of rich mahogany. Film 7. The balance must be respected. Film number 7. The balance must be respected. Film number 8. When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting. Film 8. When you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting. Film 9. Johnny. You ever seen a grown man naked? Film number 9. Johnny. You ever seen a grown man naked? And film number 10. It's your final one. What film is this quote from? Typical, isn't it? You wait 20 years for a dad, and then 3 come along at once. Film number 10. Typical, isn't it? You wait 20 years for a dad, and then 3 come along at once. And there you go. That's your 10 quotes from films. Just name the movies. that those lines come from. All right, we're returning then to general knowledge, your answers to that round. How did you do? Let's find out. Number 1, who is the author of the Jack Reacher novels? That's Lee Child. I don't think that's his real name. I think that is a pen name. Number 2, which London borough is home to the Houses of Parliament, St James's Palace and Buckingham Palace, Westminster? Number 3, are the stripes on the Dutch flag horizontal or vertical? Horizontal. Number 4, which Olympic swimming technique is also the name of an insect? Butterfly. Number 5, what's the largest state in Germany? Bavaria. Number 6, which country won the men's FIFA World Cup for the first time in 2010? Spain. 7, name the actor who plays Q in the Daniel Craig James Bond films. Ben Whishaw, who is also, of course, the voice of Paddington. Number 8, malt whiskey is made primarily from which malted cereal? Barley. Number 9, actor Ryan Gosling was born in which country? Canada. And number 10, in which country are Kia cars produced? South Korea. Onwards then to another round, one that hasn't appeared on the podcast since August 2024. Blimey. It's time for Alphabetti Quizetti. What a weird name to a round. Why do we call it that? Because it's all about the alphabet. It's a quiz where the answers are in alphabetical order. So, if your answer to question 1 begins with the letter Q, then your next answer should begin with the letter R. That is, of course, presuming you've got them correct. And I'm not saying the answer to question 1 does begin with the letter Q. That's just an example. By the way, if at some point in this round you get to the letter Z or Z, that means the next answer will be the letter A, and it will go all the way around. So your answers should be in alphabetical order. Are we ready? Let's play Alphabetti Quizetti. Number 1. Which British football club was the first to win the FA Cup 10 times? So number 1. Which British football club was the first to win the FA Cup 10 times? Number 2, until 1968, which country used to be known as Southwest Africa? Number 2, until 1968, which country used to be known as Southwest Africa? Number 3, which tree's leaves are used as the symbol of the National Trust here in the UK? It's a national agency that's entrusted with looking after our history and stately homes and things like that. So which tree's leaves are used as the symbol of the National Trust in the UK? You know you're getting old when you take out an annual subscription to the National Trust. That's like the sign of reaching middle age. I'm not confirming whether or not I've got one. Number 4, what are plants that flower every year called? So number 4, what are plants that flower every year called? Number 5, which professor took the role of the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher during Harry Potter's first year at Hogwarts? So number 5, which professor took the role of the Defense Against the Dark Arts teacher during Harry Potter's first year at Hogwarts? Number 6, from which country did Finland declare independence in 1917? Number 6, from which country did Finland declare independence in 1917? Number 7, what is the state capital of California? Number 7, what is the state capital of California? Number 8, where does an arboreal animal live? So question number 8, where would an arboreal animal live? Number 9, what does the internet abbreviation URL stand for? Number 9, what does the internet abbreviation URL stand for? And question number 10, which planet is the second closest to our sun? Number 10, which planet is the second closest to the Sun? And there you go, that's your 10 questions on Alphabetti Quizetti. Don't forget, your answers should be in alphabetical order. If they're not, something's gone wrong. Double check it. I think it's time for a double dose of answers, which we'll do after this quick break.
Huddle up. It's me, Angel Reese. You can't beat the post-game burger and fries, right? Know what else you can't beat? The Angel Reese special. Let's break it down. My favorite barbecue sauce, American cheese, crispy bacon, pickles, onion, and a sesame seed bun, of course. And don't forget the fries and a drink. It's gonna be a high C for me. Sound good? All you have to do to get it is beat me in a one-on-one. I'm just playing. Get the Angel Reese special at McDonald's now.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. At participating restaurants for a limited time.
I can say to my new Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, hey, find a keto-friendly restaurant nearby and text it to Beth and Steve. And it does, without me lifting a finger. So I can get in more squats anywhere I can. 1, 2, 3.
Will that be cash or credit?
Credit. 4.
Galaxy S25 Ultra, the AI companion that does the heavy lifting so you can do you. Get yours at Samsung.com. Compatible with select apps. Requires Google Gemini account. Results may vary based on input. Check responses for accuracy.
Welcome back to Takeaway Trivia. It's time to find out how you've done on the last 2 rounds of the quiz. Firstly, a look back to round number 2, which was, of course, Screenplay. 10 quotes from famous films, but could you name them? Film number 1, you stole my car and you killed my dog. That's a terrible day in the life of anybody, isn't it? But in particular, this person was John Wick. Well done if you got it right. Number 2, in the face of overwhelming odds, I'm left with only one option. I'm going to have to science the out of this. The Martian. Number 3, the best way to bring folks together is to give them a real good enemy. Wicked. Number 4, now I'm about to do to you what Limp Bizkit did to music in the late 90s. Deadpool. 5, I don't know how to stop anxiety. Maybe we can't. Maybe this is what happens when you grow up. You feel less joy. That was from Inside Out 2. Number 6, I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal. People know me. I'm very important. I've many leather band books and my apartment smells of rich mahogany. That is from Anchorman, the legend of Ron Burgundy. Number 7, the balance must be respected. I reckon that was a tricky one. Did you get it? The answer I was looking for, the substance. Number 8, when you use a bird to write with, it's called tweeting. That's a line from Moana. 9, Johnny. You ever seen a grown man naked? Possibly one of the greatest comedy films of all time, Airplane. And number 10, typical, isn't it? You wait 20 years for a dad, and then 3 come along at once. The answer to that, Mamma Mia. Round number 3 was Alphabetti Quizetti. What were the answers? Number 1, which British football team was the first to win the FA Cup final 10 times? Manchester United. Number 2, until 1968, which country used to be known as Southwest Africa? Namibia. Number 3, which tree's leaves are used as the symbol of the National Trust in the UK? Oak. 4, what are plants that flower every year called? Perennials. Number 5, which professor took the role of the Defence Against the Dark Arts teacher during Harry Potter's first year at Hogwarts? It's Quirinius Quirrell. Or if you've just put Quirrell, I'll accept that too. Number 6, from which country did Finland declare independence in 1917? Russia. 7, what is the state capital of California? Sacramento. Number 8, where does an arboreal animal live? Or an arboreal animal? It's trees, up in the trees. Number 9, what does the internet abbreviation URL stand for? Uniform Resource Locator. And finally, number 10, which planet is second closest to the Sun? Venus. I'm feeling good about this week's Takeaway Trivia. Hopefully, you've got a good score and you're in a good position to get your personal best. Let's find out then with the Final Fling. 15 questions of general knowledge. Here we go. Number 1. Lois Maxwell played which part in the first 14 James Bond films? So, number 1, Lois Maxwell or Lewis Maxwell played which role in the first 14 James Bond films? We're talking about the official Eon MGM James Bond films, not any others. Number 2, on a standard dartboard, what number lies opposite 10? Question 2, on a standard dartboard, what number lies opposite 10? Question 3. Martial arts actor Lee Wan Kam was better known by what name? So number 3. Martial arts actor Lee Wan Kam was better known by what name? 4. What do you call a tool used for drawing circles? Question 4. What do you call a tool that's used for drawing circles? Number 5. Who took the Man United number 7 shirt after Beckham's transfer to Real Madrid? Question 5. Who took the Manchester United number 7 shirt after David Beckham's transfer to Real Madrid? Number 7. During which year did Switzerland become a full member of the United Nations? Number 6. During which year did Switzerland become a full member of the United Nations? Number 7. The first Winter Youth Olympic Games were held in which European country in January 2012? Number 7. The first Winter Youth Olympic Games were held in which European country in January 2012? Number 8. The medical condition dysphoria is commonly known as what? Number 8. The medical condition dysphoria is commonly known as what? Number 9. Yankee Stadium is found in which borough of New York City? Question 9. Yankee Stadium is found in which borough of New York City? Number 10. Strangles is a bacterial infection of the respiratory tract of which animal? Number 10. Strangles is a bacterial infection of the respiratory tract of which animal? Number 11. Under the 1971 Coinage Act, what is the maximum amount that can be paid using 1p or 2p coins? So basically here in the UK, if you were to go into a shop with a load of 1p or 2p coins, what is the maximum amount that you can pay for something with those coins? Now obviously if the shopkeeper's feeling kind, they can allow you to pay for more, but they are completely welcome to turn you away if you've only got 2p coins and the product is worth more than this amount. I'll say that again. I think I've just made it more confusing than it needs to be. So number 11, under the 1971 Coinage Act, what is the maximum amount that can be paid using 1p or 2p coins? Number 12, the Will Rogers Highway, which traverses 7 US states, is better known as what? So number 12, the Will Rogers Highway, traversing 7 US states, is better known as what? I think there's a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 question in that as well, isn't there? Number 13, which is the largest Greek island? Number 13, which is the largest Greek island? Number 14, which word means a fixed number of people who are required to attend a meeting for its proceedings to be regarded as valid? So if you're part of like a charity trust and were holding a meeting, and that meeting was deciding something quite serious that was going to affect the running of that trust, to make it sort of binding and valid, you're meant to have a certain number of people there. I don't want to know the number of people, but I want to know the word that refers to that fixed number. So number 14, which word means a fixed number of people who are required to attend a meeting for its proceedings to be regarded as valid? Number 15, which city is found at the western end of the Canadian Pacific Railway? Number 15, which city is found at the western end of the Canadian Pacific Railway? I reckon that's a trickier Final Fling this week. So good luck. Hope you've done well on it. Definitely number 14's a tricky one, I think. Pause the podcast, take a break if you want, get the kettle on, finalise your answers, and after this quick break, we'll find out how you've done.
Welcome to the White Lotus in Thailand.
The Emmy Award-winning HBO original series returns.
What happens in Thailand stays in Thailand.
So what does that mean?
It means we're not dead yet.
A new season of The White Lotus premieres tonight at 9 p.m. on Max.
Welcome back to Takeaway Trivia. Did you have a brew then? What tea was it? My tea of choice usually is Yorkshire. Do you like a Yorkshire tea? Every now and then, though, I do go fancy and have an Earl Grey. Anyway, let's get on with the answers. At number 1, Lois Maxwell was which role in James Bond? Which role did she play in 14 James Bond films? Legendary actress. She played Miss Moneypenny. I think Samantha Bond replaced her in the Pierce Brosnan films, if I remember rightly. Number 2, on a standard dartboard, what number lies opposite 100? 14. Number 3, the martial arts actor I was looking for, Bruce Lee. Number 4, what do you call a tool used for drawing circles? A compass. Number 5, who took Man United's number 7 shirt after the Beckham transfer to Real Madrid? Cristiano Ronaldo. Number 6, during which year did Switzerland become a full member of the UN? 2002. Number 7, the first Winter Youth Olympic Games were held in which European country? In January 2012, Austria. Number 8, the medical condition dysphoria is commonly known as what? Anxiety. Number 9, Yankee Stadium is found in which borough of New York City? The Bronx. Number 10, strangles is a bacterial infection of the respiratory tract of which animal? Horse. Number 11, under the 1971 Coinage Act, what is the maximum amount that can be paid using 1 or 2p coins? 20p, apparently. Number 12, the Will Rogers Highway traverses 7 US states. It's better known as what? Route 66. Number 13, what is the largest Greek island? Crete. Number 14, which word means a fixed number of people who are required to attend a meeting for its proceedings to be regarded as valid? A quorum. Number 15, which city is found at the western end of the Canadian Pacific Railway? Vancouver. There you go, that's your 15 questions on this week's Final Fling. Hope it's been victorious for you. Before I go, enough time to leave you with one final tat fact. Did you know that giraffes hum to communicate with each other? It's thought that this low-frequency humming could be a form of contact call between individuals who have been separated from their herd, helping them to find each other in the dark as well. Actually, I better not do that. There'll be a whole herd of giraffes out the window right now. Okay then, Quizheads, thank you for listening. Hope you've enjoyed the questions this week. I'll leave you in peace now. Have a great week. Have a safe week. And we will quiz again soon. Ta-ra! I hope you're enjoying Takeaway Trivia. Don't forget, we're now available wherever you get your podcasts, so please subscribe, rate and review to help this quiz grow. Also, if there's anything you would like to be tested on, any subjects you'd like to hear in the quiz, please get in touch. You can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/takeawaytrivia or on Threads at Bar Wars. Finally, we're also available on YouTube, youtube.com/@takeawaytrivia. Happy quizzing! The intro music is There It Is by Kevin MacLeod, available from incomputech.filmmusic.io, licensed by creativecommons.org.